eventually.
And welcome to another exciting episode of The Energy That Surrounds Us. And tonight I have two amazing guests with us tonight. And if you're a fan of the show, you'll recognize them both, even though one is going to make their grand entrance. That would be the one, the only Bianca. And also, so awesome to have on her cohort, paranormal investigator, the Queen of Darkness herself, Shannon Collins.
Cohort. That's a new one.
The name gives it away. I love your intro, by the way.
Thank you.
It makes me feel like I'm getting onto a ride at like Universal Studios. It definitely like amps me up, but it is fantastic.
Well, thank you. My cousin did an amazing job with it, and I actually got to sit in with him on a meeting, and we like kind of tweaked it together for the first time.
He's great. Tell your cousin that your cousin did a fantastic job.
Thank you. I will.
Yeah.
And so, since you both have been on last, what have you two been up to, and what is going on with you both now?
Since I was last on, a lot has changed. I filmed a few things. I have a movie that I am in that we are working on called Hell's Covenant. I'm really excited about that. I do have a part in it. I'm a Grim Reaper, but I'm also something else, but I don't know yet. So I'm excited for that. We'll continue filming, I think, towards the warmer months, which is soon, actually. Have a bunch of events coming up that I'm really excited about, like a whole bunch. And I am in the process of finishing my second poetry book. I'm just adding the images now. And I'm still working on my other book, but I kind of had to take a break from it because, kind of got to me a little. That's my life.
You're
Photo
just
shoots
busy bee.
and traveling.
And modeling. Aren't you still modeling?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. If anybody's looking to hire a creepy old lady to do photo shoots. No, just kidding. I'm definitely creepy and old. But anyway, yeah, I'm still doing that. I have some paid photo shoots coming up I'm excited about. for one for like a horror shoot. Another one is at a firehouse. So I'm excited for that one.
Ooh, a firehouse. So you're going to be in the fireman calendar?
I don't think so. Yeah, lurking in the background like a total creeper
Uh,
in disguise.
you could pull it off. You do amazing photography. I do have to admit.
Thank you. I have amazing photographers. They are pretty cool. So
Yeah.
I
And
couldn't
Isaac
do it
Nine
without
is asking what Grim Reaper. He put question marks to it.
what, Grim Reaper?
He's asking, like, he says Grim Reaper with 3
You have
question
to
marks.
watch the movie to find out
When it comes out.
when it comes out. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to let
I
us know.
can't give too much away. I'll get in trouble. They'll beat me.
So, do you think this is going to be a one-time movie, or do you think this is
I
going to
hope
be one of
not.
those movies that turns into a TV show?
I think it should turn into multiple movies. I would hope. I think that I really enjoyed the writing in this. I think it's actually really good. I don't understand your question. It's actually really good. It drew me in and it made me nervous when I was reading it. It gave me like weird feelings in my tummy. So it made me, I like that when I read horror things and such. So um, it's pretty cool.
So you think Bianca's going to get a role in this too?
She says no. She's the psychic and she would know. I'm just kidding, Banks. It was a bad psychic joke. I hate when people say those to me.
It was a good thing. No, acting, that's definitely not in my line of work. That is the Queen of Darkness's role. She is the one who is fantastic at that. Yeah, that's definitely not my cup of tea. I am no good in that area.
No, you two. I've seen videos of you two together, and I don't know. I think you could totally pull it off.
Are you
That's
talking
real
about
life.
Are you talking
That is
about Martha?
Betty and Martha. No, that's real life though. Betty. We have an old ladies segment, by the way, if anyone's watching. I'm Martha. She's Betty. When we are in haunted locations, we love to get into character and be Martha and Betty with a filter, of course, so we look like old people. PS. So that's what that is. But when me and her are filming together, it's not acting in this, it's like real life.
Yeah.
It's definitely not acting. So whatever's happening is happening. If I look like a doofus at certain points, that's real life.
I like how you say that's the real life part, not the exciting getting the information part. You're like, nope, the doofus, that's the realness.
That is the realness. Yeah, me and her, we're the real deal. So whatever paranormal series that we pop onto, it's all happening in the moment. Or our fun adventures that is happening in the moment. And acting is not my thing. I get weird and awkward and definitely not for me.
Oh, I know that feeling. And I gotta admit, one of the things that I loved about both of you when you were on the show is like when Queen of Darkness was on, she's like, oh, we gotta get Bianca on because Bianca's this and does this. And when Bianca's on, she's like, oh, you need to get the Queen of Darkness, Shannon. She does this and so you guys promote each other, and it's like
we do.
So much
we
fun
do
to
promote
watch.
each other. We do. I love her.
Yeah, and I love her too. She's an amazing individual. One of my closest friends. She's like family to me, and she does amazing things. But I like promoting a lot of people who do the right thing. You know what I mean? I think that's fair. If you're good at what you do and whatever, even if you're just starting out and I feel like you're doing the right thing, then I will try and promote you best I can. But Binks is special to my heart, so she always is the one I'm screaming off of the rooftops about.
Everyone
that knows me, I think, has heard of you.
I appreciate it. I do.
No, you guys are both so much fun, and I I wonder sometimes when I'm watching you guys investigating and doing all these fun little things on the side and going, I wonder if this is why the spirits maybe interact more with you, is you two are having so much fun and just being yourselves and not sitting there going, okay, we got to be quiet to do this.
Absolutely. We always have an interesting time when we are in haunted locations together. We definitely draw out the spirits. That's for sure. We've had some really fun experiences together. Both hilarious and terrifying. We've had quite the array of things.
Ooh, dude, no. So what are some of the terrifying ones?
Well, I think most people would be terrified, but I watched Shannon get thrown to the ground and dragged down a hallway. Instead of us being terrified, we laughed manically. We were hysterical laughing after the fact. She got pretty hurt too. She hit the ground hard.
Tell them why we were laughing so hard, though.
I don't know. I laughed at you. Well, so it was at the Grand Midway Hotel. Why? We were at the Grand Midway Hotel, and that is a speakeasy brothel. So I think the ladies of the night were hazing her because of how they thought she was too pretty. So they literally threw her to the ground and dragged her, literally like at least maybe 2 feet. But we laughed about it.
Laughing hard when I got up because you could see my face print in the carpet.
Her face print was in the carpet and her handprint, and she kind of like really hurt herself actually, but we're all good. It's all good, you know?
It could have been worse. I think that's
it could have. It could have, but most people would be scared. We laughed.
Yeah, but isn't that kind of the New York way to investigate?
Yeah, absolutely.
Get flung around.
Face plant, get dragged around.
Oh God, I fell so many times that night.
She did. She did. There was another, it's on video of her literally falling into a dresser at some point as well in that same
thing. I wish we had my face print. I still see it. Mouth open and everything.
We need bloopers. I really think we need.
My life is
we need.
You guys need B-roll blooper reels.
It would be so great. I mean, we have it. We have a good amount of it. I don't think that one part was on camera, though. I don't think that was on film. But we have a lot of fun stuff from My Haunted Manor USA. That would make some great bloopers.
Do you know what I realized the other day? When I was rewatching our Martha and Betty videos, that they have that. The sound.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh my God, we had a lot of fun. We were completely alone in My Haunted Manor USA, and we're laying there doing old lady videos in the middle of the night with the spirits. It's a good time. It's a good time. I really love paranormal investigating with her. If she's like my number one person, I need her on all investigations. It is such a good time.
I love her. I love her.
Thank you.
I'm supposed to be scary, darling. Don't make me mush.
Oh, sorry.
Let me get back to character, dear.
Yes, yes.
Yes. To the tower.
What kind of drew you guys together? Was it just investigating and you guys were like, hey, we click? Or did you guys know each other and go, hey, we should try investigating?
We knew each other from a past life.
Yes, definitely from past lives. But in this life, the Golden Girls for sure.
Girls. I love that. I'd be Blanche.
I don't know who I would be. I'm not sure who I would be.
Dorothy.
Sorry.
I was about to say anybody but Dorothy, not Dorothy.
Why? Dorothy was so fucking funny. Oh, so funny. I said funny.
So funny. I don't know. I didn't really watch that show, so you guys could like throw me in whatever category you want.
I feel like I'm a mixture of Sophia and Blanche.
Okay, I'm gonna have to just like watch a snippet of the show.
I was probably gonna say the mom and Betty White's character mixed.
Rose
was who I was picking up for Bianca.
I'll take it as a compliment. But in this life, the way we met, I believe it was on Facebook, that they were looking for new members to be part of the team. And I decided to apply. So I went down for an interview at the office to see if I was, a good fit for the team. And prior to me working in the paranormal field, it's just medium Bianca Rose doing spiritual work only. I was not working in the paranormal field yet. So that kind of was like, that was the universe being like, come on, time to work both sides of the whole shebang. But I went into the office and I went for my interview at Long Island Paranormal Investigators, and I met Shannon, and she hated me from the moment that she met me.
No, I did not hate you from the moment that I met you. The hatred grew slightly.
It grew slightly. She did not like me. I was a threat.
When I first met you, I already knew your name. I already knew who you were, and I don't know how I realized that it was you.
Yeah.
And I thought already that you were on Best of Long Island, which is odd. Considering you just won. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
That is kind of weird. That is weird now that I'm thinking about that.
I was like, oh, you're medium Bianca Rose. You were on Best of Long Island, right? And we're like, no. And I was like, I hate her. she corrected me. Just kidding. We got along, and then I honestly got nervous because she was legit, and with what I had gone through and what I was dealing with my spirit attachment, I always get nervous because people try to just heal me, and I was afraid she was going to try and like heal me from it. And then I sat with her at an event. We were at our tables ironically were next to each other at this retro 90s event. And
that was our changing moment.
This is like the only time Bianca did not have not one person at her table. It was a quiet, it was a quiet event, but wait, she wound up leaving late. But so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go get a reading from her. I got a reading from her, and we were just like started talking and everything like that. And I did tell her that was one of my fears. And when she like reassured me that like, no, after she did the reading, after she picked up on it, because she was in the group, but she didn't really know too much.
I don't think it was much time. Like I just started the group, and then I gave you your reading, and you were like, how do you know that I have a sister and all these things?
She was weird. She blew my mind out of my brain, and that's why I'm dumb now. But she did such a good job. But when she reassured me that she was not about that, and when I got to know her more and I saw like she's just such a good person, it's hard to not like, and I can't even imagine like that feeling of not liking her. So I'm sure it was probably a mixture of ego, a mixture of territory and fear. If we're gonna be real. And then now she's like one of my closest friends, but I feel like that's how a lot of girl friendships start. When they last, they start with like, for me, that's always been that way. I feel like people have always been like, burr, 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 and then like peas in a pod.
What I find interesting is you talk about meeting her at an event and being in the tables next to each other, and we met at an event.
Well, yeah. I met her at my group, but we came together at the event. I had to, and you know what, and I apologized to her for it, and everyone I told I said I was wrong and I was a dick to her. And I, for like a while, I think I did that, right? So I owned it. I
did own it.
It was like I almost stood on a corner with a sign.
and said I was a bit bad. I keep cursing.
It's all right.
Very bad.
Yeah, I didn't finish.
Yeah.
I didn't finish any of the curse. Well, I did the one curse, the funny one.
No, but it was funny because we were at the event and we were sitting there talking, and then they were like, "Okay, well, you're supposed to go on stage, and we're behind." And I was like, "Can I go on with her?"
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Well, we were just gonna ask you to do that." I was like, so I walked over to Shannon and I was like, "Hey, do you want to share the stage?" And we got up and did this Q&A, and it was like, I was like, that was my introduction to being in a Paracon and a speaker. And I was like, I got to do it next to Shannon.
Oh,
Nice.
you did such a good job. And it was fun doing that. I had fun with you that weekend. That was an interesting weekend. It met a lot of cool people, I feel. I remember our initial meeting was interesting.
It was.
I had a queen's tantrum. As usual.
But I think I handled it with decorum.
You did. I mean, I'm Italian, and I feel like a respect if I feel disrespected. You didn't disrespect. It wasn't you. I had a drama with someone else, and he was there to ease the dramas, because I think there was a miscommunication, and I was being sensitive. You know me by now, Bianca.
I'm just.
I know. I'm watching her. She goes, sensitive.
That's a polite way to say it.
I know what that word means.
Sensitive.
I am a lot.
She is.
No, I think
That's
you're
okay. We love her.
amazing. And I actually keep your book over by my computer all the time with my shows.
Nice. I have a beautiful book with a love letter in it from her.
Aw. I got a
I
letter
made her
too.
do
I
it.
don't think it was a love letter though.
Literally
You
made
guys
her
chill?
write me a love letter.
The thing just moved on my
What was
table.
that?
Did you hear it move?
I heard something.
Move. It moved. It moved. Don't do that. They've been doing that.
I'm in a basement right now with a coffin, so
I would love to sleep in that, but not forever yet. Just for like a night. Would I fit?
Like I get you. Yeah, we could fit you in there. It's a child-sized coffin, actually. See?
Oh, I'm 5 foot, so that's like probably 3 foot.
Yeah, it's a kid-sized one. I promise that I'm not putting children in it. Audience, whoever's listening and watching.
Yeah, I find it funny when Shannon's like, I'm 5 foot, and I'm like, I don't remember you being 5 feet.
Oh, because I'm 5 foot with like 5-inch boots.
That's probably
then
why.
I become like 5'5".
Yeah. No, but you always came like dazzled out in these really cool outfits.
Oh, I still do that.
She does.
I am eccentric.
No, you're you.
Thank you. And I
Hey, Tammy.
Hey, Tammy.
I love her.
She's awesome.
She's really nice. I got to meet her at one of my events that I did.
That's exciting.
She's sweet. I like her a lot.
Lucky.
Don't make me jealous. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking, Tammy.
Oh. Okay, so everyone, I'm in weather situation, so that's a weather radio going off if you're hearing it.
I hear that.
It's not paranormal. Sorry, folks.
Not a banshee.
Oh, she says yes, Gettysburg.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was the David Stewart Farm in Gettysburg. I performed a gallery reading in the haunted barn on the property, which was a really fantastic gallery. And I will be going back there this summer, and it's a camp out one for whoever's listening. Ooh. You get to bring a tent, and you could spend the entire night on the property.
Yeah.
Be careful, the weather's going to be nuts, she says.
She's in Oklahoma, the state right above me.
Oh no, they get lots of tornadoes, don't they?
Tornadoes. They do. They definitely do.
I literally thought my house was going to blow away the other night. I don't know what the heck happened. Out of nowhere, just a big wind came. The big bad wolf.
I was doing a gallery at Luna Nova, and it almost ripped the whole sign off the front of the building, and it was just that was
you
nuts.
Too.
During the gallery, the owner of the store left this big awning open, and it was like shaking so bad that people were running down the streets going like this in the window while I was performing, and I had to stop the entire show to be like, "You need to fix the awning." It was wild weather. It was a good. It was good for the gallery. It was good. Made things exciting.
Yeah, energy.
Yeah.
So Isaac is asking, they're going to the Psychic Festival in San Antonio in May?
No, unfortunately not. May we will be at White Hill Paracon.
Yeah.
The White Hill Mansion Paracon over in New Jersey at White Hill Mansion. Me and Shannon will both be special guests for that event. I believe that lands on May 3rd. Trying to check. Yes, May 3rd. White Hill Mansion Paracon in New Jersey. Me and Shannon will be special guests. And then I do have a really special location. Well, then after that is Penhurst Paracon. And then after that, I have a location all to myself, and I'm waiting to see if people will be joining me for the weekend. I have the entire hotel to myself for the weekend.
We need to go to We need to go.
Isaac is in Arkansas, and he knows about what's going on in Texas. Wow, that's kind of impressive.
I don't know what's happening weather-wise, unless the spirits tell me.
Ow! Sorry. That was just a random yell of mine.
I thought your inner cat came out.
Meow. Meow. My, you know...
Not to burst your bubble, Shannon, but I get to meet Tammy next month.
I love Tammy.
Rubbing my face. Everybody meets Tammy but me. Tammy, you're going to have to pay extra taxes this year if I don't get to meet you before the year's end. Twice the soul. I love you. I don't know you, but I love you. Sorry.
Tammy's great.
She says, I love you all.
Jerk. Ooh. My mom must be so sad that she raised me. She's like, oh, that's my daughter. A crazy one. She's got multiple personalities.
I didn't make a face at you, by the way. I thought I saw something on the stairs. Yeah, I saw something.
Meeting my hair.
Sure.
Yeah, you're rolling your eyes at me. We all saw it, Bianca.
No, I don't. I'm good.
She's like,
do you want me to take it over here?
Shannon's got moving objects. I'm going to meet Tammy. She's like, I need something. Look, there's something over there.
Me and Bianca share our spirits. We were on a FaceTime one day, and her screen, like something crossed in front of her screen, and I was like, huh. And then it happened again, and she saw it, and she was like, did you see that? And I was like, yeah, I freaking saw that. And then it happened on mine, and it kept going.
It was weird. It was very strange. It was like you would see it cross. You would see this big black mass cross in the room with me, and like a few times, and then it was like as if it went into her house and then was in her room with her. It was the most bizarre thing ever.
It was so cool. I loved that moment. I wish we were recording that so bad because it was so cool. It was so weird. I don't even know how to explain that. Because like
it wasn't like a like something you could literally see it crawl. Like it was weird.
We share spirits. We definitely do. But I'm good. I don't want any tonight. Keep whatever you got there. I'm good.
Why?
Thank you.
You got something against my ghosts?
I do. I don't want them. I'm good.
I like my ghosts.
I'm okay. I've got enough in this house.
You'll appreciate this. I was on an interview and somebody goes, so you have medium style energy about you. Do you have a lot of spirits around you? And I was like, well, I did have Times Square in my house where spirits could come and go as they wanted. And they were like, are you serious? I was like, yeah. But when I left the house, I would close it. Not me to, say to everybody else, here, have a Times Square.
Oh. Yeah, no. No, thanks.
Bianca. No. Yeah. I'm closed.
I call it Times Square because there would be. I did an EVP session for somebody once in my house by the Times Square, and he goes, "You had an Indian chief, a fireman." I was like, "Oh yeah, anybody can come and go as they want. I don't restrict time, but I do have guardians on there, so like, not just anybody could come waltzing through."
Sometimes people just kind of come waltzing through.
That's kind of what just happened in my thing. Oh no, Martha. Martha!
Betty, why do I see
Martha,
you showing up?
I got the little Caspers walking down my hallway over here. They blocked out the lights, scared the bejesus out of my pants.
There you go, Shannon. Tammy's got a question for you.
That would be me. You nailed it. Don't
Why do I see you showing up in full vampire mode? Because she is. She definitely is. That is to the T. She just needs to take my coffin.
I feel like I don't know. It's like when I see Shannon with her modeling photos and the videos that she's starting to do behind the scenes, the ones where she's in the vampiric type atmosphere seems to be the more where she's having fun and more entertained than the other ones where she's like, eh.
Yes, darling.
It suits her.
I'm a creature of the night.
Oh, Martha talk. Martha and Betty. It's a good time. Has anyone ever watched that video? We're gonna have to post this later. There's some great videos.
I don't know why I find it so funny. I just find it. I don't know why it cracks. I don't know if it's just because it's us, but I feel like if it wasn't, I would still laugh at it.
That entire segment took place at My Haunted Manor, USA, which is the Samuel Miller Mansion in Columbia, PA. If no one has ever been there, shout out to them. You need to go there. It is definitely quite spectacular. That place has definitely acquired itself to be a little home for us now. It's really special. But that is where Martha and Betty were birthed. That is where we were birthed.
The tropical Jesus.
And tropical Jesus and running through the streets and meatballs and all the things.
Happy Kitty in the window.
At first, when I watched it, I was getting picture flashbacks of the coffee talk on Saturday Night Live. And then I was like, no, this is so much better.
So much better.
We're a lot. I don't know. I find us to be fun.
Although the one thing I would love to see is the Martha and Betty doing I'm getting a little verklempt. Let me give you a topic. Kind of response to something. I feel like
we're gonna do a live. We're gonna do a live. Our next haunted location will be Martha and Betty, and I don't know. Things are gonna get wild. We'll see what happens.
She said, I saw it. I used to do theater. I love it. Hey, I'm the girl singing the Munchkin song from The Wizard. The spirits in videos and investigations. Lots of laughs. Great fun. I did Munchkins too when I had to perform Wizard of Oz at school. I was a
did not
munchkin
do
too.
plays. I think I did one play, and I forget what it was called. I felt very uncomfortable. No plays.
Believe it or not, I've done a play once, twice, 2 plays in my life. One of them was in my church. When I was younger, I did go to church every day, every single day. And they made me play a Valley Girl.
We're going to
my
need
God.
big, or I'm going to need, well, I guess all of us, we're going to need big retro
Yes.
glasses and scarves on our
Yes,
heads.
darling. Yes,
We're just
Yeah.
going to have to get
I'm
all
just-
done up. I'm bringing stuff. That's it. I got great ideas.
Yeah. I'm trying to picture, though, Shannon being a Valley Girl.
Oh, it's easy.
She could do it. She's a great actress.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
No way. Oh my God. Oh my God. Really? No way. Really?
Boom.
Like,
That was pretty
wow.
much my lines. I nailed it.
You
The
did.
Oscar goes too.
It's perfect. Very good.
Tammy says, way.
I hated that moment just now very much. That actually hurt the inside of my body.
It'll be okay. I promise.
You'll regenerate. You'll be okay.
You'll
will.
regenerate.
Like a starfish.
I am not a fish.
Like a
She
starfish.
said, like a starfish. She didn't say you were a starfish.
Starfish is totally not a fish.
It's a star, darling. It's a star. I'm going to be a star.
Yeah, it was kind of funny, actually, talking about, like, critters from the ocean. I don't know how I stumbled on this, but it was an octopus walking on the sand.
Those scare me. No.
And there's this little hole, and it's like it slides by it, but then one foot goes in the hole, and then the entire octopus enters the hole, and the hole doesn't get any bigger. And I'm like, and somebody goes, "This is definitely an alien creature."
They are aliens. They scare me.
There you
Speaking
go.
of aliens,
I feel
those
sea
scare me.
creatures are aliens. Like, my favorite fish is the one with like the little light bulb on its head.
The anglerfish.
And like the starfish that have like the electrical impulse. Like, those are aliens. They have to be. They're
They
fish
are.
aliens. They're so cool and ugly.
I love how well you two knew each other, because I was like, when she goes fish with the light bulb, I was like, what fish has a
anglerfish.
light bulb? And Bianca's like, angler.
Bianca knows
Just throws
everything.
it right out.
She speaks my language.
I like those. They have crazy sharp teeth, and they live so deep in the ocean that you would never see it. I think recently they captured one that kind of came up a bit.
He came up to the light.
He came up to the light.
It made a whole big thing.
But Finding Nemo. Anyone ever watch Finding Nemo?
Yeah,
No?
I'm literally Dory.
I did, but I'm the type of person when I was watching that movie going, really? This is what you did? This is why you got caught? Really?
Yes. Anyway, it's in Finding Nemo, and it had the snorkel glasses on its face, swimming around, right? That whole thing.
Yep. The only fish that I thought was even more confusing than Nemo getting lost was Dory. Like, how did she ever get anywhere?
Love Dory. Love her.
That's how I am in life, and I get by with a little help from my friend. I have one. Her name is Bianca.
I'm a good friend.
Well, like,
All my other friends are going to be mad at me for saying
what is that? Wasn't
I
that
have
an
other friends
80s song?
too. What?
Wasn't
Wait,
that an 80s song? Getting by with a little help from my friend?
It's the Beatles. Isn't that a Beatles song? I
think
get
it
by
is.
with a little help from my friends. I get with a little help. Well, maybe it might be the Beatles. It might be the other guy. Isn't that the Wonder Years?
I have no idea.
What would you do?
It was, yeah, the Wonder
Would you
Years.
stand
Good
up and walk
music.
out
But
on me?
I think it
Who sings
originally
that
was a
song?
Beatles song.
I don't know
I
what that
was
is.
born in 1990, guys. Yes.
No
I think it
offense,
is.
but I was born probably 2 generations ahead of you.
I was
I
born
was
like 600 years
1990.
ago, Doc.
I'm a 1990 baby. So I'm lost right now. But it's okay. Does it say just keep swimming? Yeah.
So
I'm a total Dory fan. Oh, what is this? Finding
I
Omen?
mean, Omen.
Omen. I'm a
Huh?
baby.
You're
Yeah.
a baby.
She said I'm a
I
baby.
just saw
I'm not that far behind Tammy, so yeah, we could say that.
I
Yeah,
am
I'm
well
looking at.
beyond my time.
I was born in, I don't know, 600 years. Count back 666 years ago, and that is when I came about.
Yes. During the witch trials. We came from the witch trials.
Oh, those were fun times.
Oh,
Yeah, we
my
loved
eyebrows
it.
move again.
We lived it. We lived it.
That's actually.
The days of I
You
want
are.
to steal your land, so I'm going to accuse you of being a witch, so I can get your land.
I mean,
But we really
yeah,
were witches. We
we
were the
were.
witches.
There were a lot of people that were witches that probably never got caught back in those days.
I definitely got murdered and then necromancied.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Good times. Good
Was.
times.
That we ate the dirt.
Have you ever tried past life regression or the Akashic records or anything along those lines?
I want to do
I've,
that so hard.
I've done past life, and I had someone try to read my Akashic, but they weren't able to, I think.
So that's not how. So with the Akashic records, you would have a very seasoned, someone who is extremely knowledgeable of the Akashic records, and they guide you as you go into the Akashic records. And you are going to describe, while you're in a meditative state, everything you are seeing and hearing, while they kind of hold space for you and kind of keep track of everything that you are seeing and hearing and experiencing. But you are the one to go into the Akashic records. They just walk you into like a guided meditation, and then from there it just kind of takes off.
Yeah, I kind of stumbled into the Akashic Records room once, and I was like, I wonder where I am. And I saw these books, and I was like, oh, what's in this book? And like lightning struck my hand, and I was like, I guess I can't touch that book.
It said, hell no. Mine was extremely interesting. It was like, it reminded me of like Harry Potter, like with like floating candles everywhere. But instead of books, it was like file cabinet drawers everywhere. But I don't know what was in the file cabinet drawers. I went over to like this podium kind of like stand, something you would like, I don't know, that you would like speak at, like in a church or something like that. And there was this big, big book on the podium. And that's the book that I kind of went into. But the part that I found very interesting was there was this woman, very fair white skin, hair so light that it was practically white, eyes were completely white, and wearing white, like a white gown. And I looked it up after doing this entire experience. There's actually these beings in our Akashic records called the Keepers, and they literally resemble that. And I had no knowledge of this before even going into my Akashic records. So that part alone was like really profound and like wild. That was
I want to live in your brain for like a day.
You don't want to live in my brain.
I do. Just for one day. I think it would be so cool. It would be like a spiritual, like Disneyland.
It is a spiritual Disneyland.
It's like Halloween land in your brain. Halloween land.
But not
like going into the
it's like a mix of like not a little different.
Yeah.
Like that, but with like a spice of like Rainbow Bright,
I'm laughing because I having two sisters.
Fantasia.
I grew up watching Rainbow Bright. So
Fantasia. Fantasia is a good reference. Fantasia.
Yikes.
Like original Fantasia.
No, that
it's
used
not
to
as much fun as
scare me
saying Rainbow
crazy.
Bright.
Fantasia, definitely.
Yeah.
It's like stepping. May have not been Joan of Arc in a past life, so I can emphasize with the Salem trials. If you feel it, it's probably 100% accurate, Tammy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Akashic Records is wild. And past life regression is also really cool, but that's different. When I did past life regression, you are literally like a hypnotist puts you under and you go out, like literally asleep, and then you go into a dream. And then out of nowhere, she'll snap your fingers, like, and it feels like you've only been out for like 2 seconds, but you just have this entire dream vision. So like past life regression is really different because it's like a hypnotist who puts you under and you literally go out. Versus the Akashic Records, you are aware that you're awake. You are awake, but you're doing a meditation, if that makes sense. That's the best way I could describe the two.
And I knew I stumbled into the Akashic rooms because none other than Thoth was hanging out in there, and I was like, oh, hey, Thoth is here. I must be in the Akashic rooms. He's the one that's like associated with the ancient wisdoms.
Okay. I could see that. That
He's
makes
the
a lot of
ibis,
sense.
the Egyptian god that's the ibis head.
Okay. Yeah. It's definitely a profound experience. I highly recommend everyone to try it. I typically send people to this girl, Nikki, up in Canada. Hi, Sharon. I love her. She's nice. I love her. I used to do practice circles with her when I first started in this line of work.
I miss circles. I used to go to circles all the time.
I'm holding those now. I'm teaching and mentoring, and I'm very excited to step into this new chapter.
And I can't wait to go to your class.
You definitely should come to the class. I have a bunch coming up. I will drag you with me to one of them.
Okay, cool.
Are you lighting incense in your mouth?
I have to hold it in my teeth because I can't use it other hand.
She is one-handed.
She is one-handed. Oh, you look so elegant and fancy.
You look 1920-esque.
Absolutely. Love it.
Yes, darling.
It's so perfect. That suits you. But yeah, if anybody has any requests, I will send you to my girl up in Canada. You do it through a Zoom call. She is fantastic, and I highly recommend it. We should collab on something. Yes, Tammy. We could do an online.
She does online galleries.
Tammy, let me know. We'll do it online. We could do a Zoom. We could do it over Zoom or whatever platform you use.
Yeah, there you go, Shannon. You could do a gallery with Tammy online. Maybe get some automatic writing going.
The automatic writings. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh God, I haven't had the brain
power to be a human lately.
To be a human, you've got it.
I don't know. Being human does take a lot of brain power lately.
There is a car outside that sounds like a monster truck. I want it.
I could kind of hear it.
You want the monster truck or you want that car?
Both.
I saw a truck the other day that was so tall, and I was like, I want to drive that because I am so tiny. I just think it would be funny to get out of that big car and me be so tiny. I think I'm having tiny person syndrome.
Actually, I would think it'd be more funny to watch you trying to get into the truck.
I have a monster truck, so she has to
climb like a little monkey.
Be like, get an elevator.
It's definitely lifted, that's for sure. Gotta jump up into the truck.
Yes.
Oh, that's what we should do, is get a truck that has one of those little ramps that just slowly raises up, and just watch Shannon be there going, is it up yet so I can jump in yet? Are we there yet? Just be slowly.
Are we there yet?
Who is that?
That's not me.
Oh my God. I don't like it. Did anyone hear that?
I did.
What?
What the F? There was a little girl.
What? Is it coming from my place?
I don't like it. I'm in the basement. I want to go upstairs, guys.
Wait, what happened?
It's
Aaron was
interesting you
here.
heard a little girl, because I heard like
my
wind.
God. Oh my God.
Calm down.
To me, it sounded like wind went by, and there was like a little
there was
voice
a
on
little
top of it.
girl, and the little girl said, "Can you hear me, or are we there yet?" Is the listeners watching? Did anyone just hear that?
I did not hear it.
Aaron did.
You heard it? Why didn't I hear it? Did it come from my place? Is that why I didn't hear it?
I have this coffin that I just acquired. It was in here.
In yours.
Yeah, it sounded like a little girl that was like, "Are we there yet? Can you hear me?" or something like that. Oh my God. I can't wait to rewatch this.
Yeah. I'm going to have to rewatch it because I didn't hear it at all, but I might not have been paying attention.
I heard it.
Oh my God. That was in real time, everyone.
I'm sorry I yelled at you. If I was there, I feel like I would have been like, calm down. You're hysterical.
Well, I just got this coffin behind me, and I bought it in Kings Park here on Long Island, and it came from a woman, and I asked her, "Where, like, do you know where you got it from?" And she goes, "It was from a storage unit," like as if they were auctioned. There was a few coffins that were inside the storage unit, and I guess maybe it was like a storage unit where they were auctioning off the items. So she doesn't know exactly what this backstory is, and this is a child's coffin that's been used. It's a used coffin, so I don't know if they used it in funeral homes to maybe just like showcase the body before cremation, but it's very well used. Like it's very scratched up on the bottoms and sides. I'm sorry, everyone, that I had a freak out moment, but there was a child in the room with me that I audibly heard.
Natural reaction to have. It's okay.
Yelling.
And it just, but you know what? I think that shows a real moment. It shows that, you are human, and just because you have the ability to communicate with them doesn't mean that you're prepared for it to happen all the time.
I'm not prepared all the time.
Happen,
I don't like,
but
I don't
assume that you're just prepared and that you have a line out the door, like Whoopi Goldberg and freaking Ghost, which you are.
Right. No, I do not. Like, if I'm off duty, I don't want people just hopping out of nowhere and be like, "Hey, what's good? I'm here right now." I don't want that. Like like I do get scared. I do have human emotions. When something is like, "Hey, can you hear me?" Like, that is like, whoa, hold on a minute. Like, especially when it's not the way a medium and a psychic communicates, like where it's like in real time and there's something actually like yelling at you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm human.
I love that.
I'm gonna get scared. It's normal, especially when things like that happen.
That's why I like investigating with you. Part of why, because you're entertaining and you're fun and you're real and you're
authentic.
Yeah. You're are you okay over there?
I'm good.
You want me to come over?
Okay.
You want me to come over?
Yeah. Teleport right now. Wow, that was crazy. I can't believe that really just happened, but I can believe that really just happened. Because like I said earlier, there was something like on the stairs right here peeking out. Stop peeking out.
Well, what I found interesting of that entire story is there were 2 coffins in a storage unit. I was like, who puts a coffin in a storage unit?
I don't know, great question, but now I've got the coffin, and it's going to be coming with me to the Paracons. Oh my God. So Sharon it was meant for you because she needs to be heard. I know she probably wants to be heard. Poor little girl. The
So
woman,
Vermont.
Sharon, Vermont. So we went away on a spiritual retreat, nothing paranormal. I'm talking about yoga, in-house chef, healing, like really emotional, beautiful type, like, but the place that they acquired was this massive, massive house with like, at least, I don't know, 10, 12 rooms in it from, I don't know what year. I think it was like the beginning of the 1900s, maybe the late 1800s. And it was so haunted. Okay. And there was something that came into the room, came across the room and crawled onto the bed on top of me. And I had the biggest like freak out and I couldn't go to sleep. It was just a lot because I'm on a spiritual retreat and this thing crawled across the room onto the bed and like on top of me. And all these poor women, they don't work in the paranormal field. They're all like psychics, mediums, intuitives, yoga instructors. And I'm just having a field day with the scary spirit that wanted to climb into the bed with me.
Oh no, I'm sure they all had their, oh no, that was just, a spirit coming to visit you. That was
No,
not a paranormal event.
that was not supposed to be a paranormal event at all. I've looked actually at that location multiple times to see like if like to rent it out to do a paranormal event there. Way too much money to rent out that entire house. So that's a no. We will not be going there. But I could tell you guys where it is if you want to drop a couple of grand.
Yikes.
Or as some people will say, get like 20 people together and make it really cheap.
And then ruin the investigation.
Yeah. I agree. Whew. Anyway, spirits, babies.
I love when people go, it's too expensive. They're like, that's why you need a lot of people. I'm like, yes, that's why I want a lot of people around, is just to make places cheaper.
No, we don't.
Can we not? Can we not do that? Thanks. Appreciate it.
No, the banging
you guys
started there.
It did. You heard it?
I heard the banging.
You did. Thank you. The last time I did a live, I end my live and I hear 3 knocks and I'm like, oh, let me go do the smart thing. And not just the one door, but all of the doors to find where the sound came from. And I was like, oh, I let it in.
Rule number 1, don't ever open the door to something that you cannot see.
I know. I know. I was lonely. I wanted someone to hang out with. Just kidding.
We got to choose. We got to choose.
Yeah, we got to set your bar a little higher.
My ghost friend. I was like, oh, you came to hang out, ghost friend?
We don't want all the ghost friends.
I want to have a ghost party.
I can't believe. No, you don't. That was like wild before.
I think that I wish you had like my brain stopped. What is that?
I don't know. I'm just not alone and I don't like it. And everyone that was watching heard. They heard. Ah! Jesus Christ.
Somebody just walked in, didn't they?
Yes. It was not a ghost this time. I'm so sorry. It wasn't a ghost this time. Oh my God.
Oh my God. I feel like
I was about to say too, Bianca, there's somebody there. And I was sensing someone's there, and all of a sudden you react, and I was like, there's somebody there, isn't there?
It was just perfect timing, him coming down the stairs.
Literally yell, you're so funny.
I agree, Tammy.
Thank you, Tammy. Whew. Too many weird things.
I'm sending you a heart. It's a full heart, even though it's half-handed.
It's
What's in the coffin? I believe it's a doll.
So
I heard that.
What was that knock?
that was something that dropped upstairs. That was not paranormal, but it made me startled because of all the weird that just happened before. That's not a haunted doll as far as I know. But the woman, okay, this woman died recently. She passed away, and they have been clearing my boyfriend's mom. They know the family. They've been cleaning out the house, and I've acquired quite a few items from this woman's home. Okay. So that doll is from the home. She did pass away. I have a bunch of her things. She was like a shopaholic. It's definitely not the Annabelle doll. If anyone wants to see some really cool haunted dolls, I have a beautiful collection upstairs, and I will be bringing them in this coffin to Penhurst, to possibly the Enfield House in Connecticut, maybe the White Hill Mansion. I'll bring it to a few things. This coffin is extremely heavy, though. I could tell you that right now. But the doll, I cannot tell you that it's haunted. It did come from a woman's house. She did pass away, but that doesn't explain why we heard a little girl talking. So blows my mind. I don't know.
No, but you bring up an interesting question. I feel like maybe you can answer, and it's an anomaly, in my opinion. So I
What?
know Robert the Doll, he's in a fort in Key West,
Florida. Mm-hmm.
under glass, where he belongs. I was visiting a house and doing an investigation Friday night, and they have a replica Robert the Doll under
Mm-hmm.
glass there, and they say, "Oh, you have to ask permission to take photos and videos, otherwise, he'll get upset." And we were kind of toying around the idea of, is this doll connected to the original, or
I I think you have a great point. The thing is, so those dolls, if I'm correct, the ones you are referring to, they're being sold by that museum or whatever that place is that holds the original doll. So now that they're replicating all these minis and they've designed it to look just like that one, I think about it. I don't think that spirit is stuck inside that doll. I think he could come and freely go as he pleases. That's with any haunted doll. I don't believe those souls to be stuck inside the doll. They are just attached to that doll, and they are frequently around because of their attachment to that item, if that makes sense. So now that you're making all these little replica, little Roberts all over the place, I think that soul of, whatever was his real name, Robert.
that's a really good question because they just
I feel
called
like
him
it
Robert the
wasn't.
Doll.
Maybe it was Robert. Maybe his name was Robert. I don't know. I've never been there, and I know only so much about it, but it makes sense. It's this replica. So this soul could be is now attached to all of those things. Or if you speak if you speak about something all the time and think about something all the time, and everyone's saying the same thing, we literally are speaking that into existence. So
Right.
it makes sense.
I agree, and we've actually
You
gone a
heard it
little bit
again.
over the hour. Are you guys okay to go a little bit longer, or do you need to go? Because I know you guys are East Coast.
I'm okay, but I just heard a whisper again.
I have to go get my charger, but I'm good. So I'm going to, as I said prior, get up and walk out, but I'll come back. Just give me a sec. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Oh. I don't feel like getting up, darlings. I'm comfy. You're gonna see my clothes. Oh god. Oh god. I'm in shorts.
I think I heard something when we finished talking about
I think
Robert.
there was a
Hi,
whisper.
first time watching a live video, but I like the Facebook page maybe last year. I'm so busy with everything. Hello, Sarah. I feel like I was yelling, "Hello, Sarah."
Aaron, I do this every Tuesday. Not with the amazing Shannon and Bianca, but I can't hog all their time.
As
As
we
much fun as
stare.
that would be.
Yes, we are the guests this evening on the show.
My
It's
ass.
typically rotating. I'm trying so hard to.
Oh.
The Queen of Darkness. Tonight's my turn and Shannon's turn together.
Aw, thank you.
I'm so embarrassed. That was very cheeky of me, wasn't it?
It was very cheeky.
Very
It
cheeky.
was very model-esque of you.
I'm in my pajama shorts. They're not pajama shorts, but it's nighttime.
Lots of laughs. Bianca, you're cute. I
Thank
do
you.
know you and Michael even before. Oh, cool.
Oh.
Do share.
Thank you.
I'm curious about that.
Oh.
I don't know that Bianca ever talked about having past lives pass across.
What? What do you mean?
She says that she knew you and me even before, and so I'm wondering, did our paths cross before?
I don't know if that was like meant in a spiritual context. It probably just like I know who you are. I know who you are.
That could be too.
I'm lost.
Or it could be in the
paranormal world. Yeah, that's an open-ended statement in the paranormal world.
It is. So, Michael, what events do you have coming up this year? Where will you be? What do you have any appearances, any investigations?
So funny you should mention that. In April, I will be on an 8 to 10 state paranormal road trip with a friend from Europe. We're
8 to 10 states? Like different states? Holy moly.
Exciting.
So we're starting in Georgia, then we're going to go to Alabama, Mississippi, hang out in Texas, Louisiana too. Then we're going to go up to Oklahoma. Then we're going to go New Mexico to Arizona, and may throw in a little Colorado and Tennessee. Depends on how much time we have.
I'm jealous. Colorado, that's like one of my favorite places in the United States. I haven't been there in a while, so that is, I'm jealous. And also I feel like I haven't really done like a Midwest. I haven't done a tour like that. I've gone up and down the East Coast. I've hit some places west. But I need to definitely hit up a bunch of stuff in the South and on the West Coast, like even more, go more west. But Colorado's the place for me that like Vail, Beaver Creek. I don't know where you're going specifically in Colorado.
Wherever people suggest. Okay. Oh, Sarah responded. She goes, when I was studying my spiritual gifts a long time ago, I came across your names. That's what I meant. I know Courtney P. and Stephen W., etc. I know a lot of people in the paranormal. Yeah. Nice. I know Stephen and Courtney. Stephen's cool. I'm hoping I'll catch up with him in New Mexico.
New Mexico, I'm jealous.
Yeah, we did the same thing 7 years ago, except we added West Virginia and Florida, and we did that in 3 weeks.
That's cool. I love that.
That's awesome.
That's exciting.
But this time we're doing a little bit more, and I love to drive, so I'm like, yeah, we're doing a road trip through the car, and then taking a couple months to chill, and then in July I'll be speaking in a conference on a different subject matter in the esoterics realm.
I like that.
And so I'll be emceeing, and that'll be fun.
Nice.
And then I don't know. After that, I kind of, seen what comes up. And the funny thing is, my friend, he's like, "You're a podcast host now." So he said to me, "You should take your laptop and your microphone, and every night we'll do a mini podcast saying what we did for the day." And I was like, I don't know. So I'm trying to figure out now how that's going to work. And, would anybody actually tune in?
You definitely could do that, or you could like periodic or do a check-in for each state. That would be really cool.
Yeah, because I don't want to overdo it and like everyone's just like, okay, we get it. You're traveling to this state, but at the same time, what is that?
Is there like a plane taking off?
No.
What's your laptop?
What is it?
Did I mute?
You're not
It
muted.
sounds like there's a vacuum or
I
a
muted
plane
you guys.
How do I mute myself? Oh, hold on. It's probably my
No.
laptop.
But let's see. Okay, so she's saying, yeah. So Sarah knows us through Steven and his Facebook pages. Any Paracons in Arkansas State? I don't know. That
I
would be
believe there
more of
is.
you that lives there would tell us if there was a Paracon event.
I believe there is. I will not be attending those. My schedule is absolutely insane. I am booked all the way into January of 2026. So I don't know if there is any more room on my plate.
Yeah. What's the name of the female host? Very nice to meet you.
No host.
Sarah, I have two guests with me. I'm the host.
So
I'm
I'm
not
meeting
sure.
Bianca Rose, and this is the Queen of Darkness. And she is muted. We cannot hear you, my dear.
I am the Queen of Darkness, Shannon Michelle Collins. Power reflects horror. No, hostess with the ghostess. I add the horror in, but there's no need for that. I'm just the hostess with the ghostess. I'm
On the
Shannon.
airplane.
Right.
Damn.
I don't know why it's doing that.
I don't either.
Yes, January 2026. There is so much happening. My brain is tired thinking about it.
Yeah. I'm like barely keeping afloat with this year, so I'm like, eh. But I might even though do my normal shows while on the road trip. How fun would that be to, Tuesday night have a guest and be like, I'm a guest too, because I don't know where I'll be airing from.
You should. That sounds exciting. I highly recommend you do that.
Yeah.
And technically, you could have a guest or not have a guest. You could definitely like recap your trip and what you're doing and where you are and what you've experienced.
Yeah. And Shannon, if you can unmute yourself for a second, I want to acknowledge you being on Paraflix. What is that like, and how did you manage to get on Paraflix?
I am their social media hostess with the ghostess. I have been on a few of their shows that are on Paraflex. I had some ideas and I reached out to Natalie. And I said, hey, Natalie, I have these ideas and I think you should make me your hostess. And she actually loved the idea of it. And we have had a bunch of different conversations about what to do. And every time I go to do a live, it's a disaster. I feel like that's kind of like my thing now. Tune in for the disaster. But it's fun. I really enjoy it. You
should do your poetry reading on Paraflix.
Yeah. That would be cool. Everybody write to Natalie.
She's gonna kick my ass.
Yeah. I'm excited about my new poem book coming out, and then I have another one coming out that's poems and also short stories, creepy stories. So I'm really excited for those.
Sarah's asking if you guys are going to be in the White Hill Mission Paracon this coming May. She's hoping to be there, and she also plans on going to the Missouri Illinois Paracon this year. She goes to Paracons if time permits. Oh, she has a demonology partner, Eddie, and two of her team members were in the Warren Paracon last year.
We were also at Warren's Paracon last year, Bianca and I. And we will also be at White Hill Mansion this coming May. So hopefully we will see you there.
Yeah,
Me and Shannon will be special guests for White Hill Mansion. That takes place on May 3rd. I will be offering readings all day. This way, later in the evening when they have the paranormal investigation, I could go in there super disoriented and already one with the spirits.
or as I like to say, zoned out.
Oh, yeah. If anyone knows how I look at the end of the day of channeling all day, I'm like, but yeah, we'll be special guests at White Hill Mansion Paracon May 3rd. If you are going, definitely stop by. If anyone else is going, definitely stop by. And then 2 weeks after that, I will be at Penhurst Paracon, which is a huge event as well. That's 2 days of me selling my soul and doing readings.
How are you soul if I have it here in my little jar?
That's true. But it's 2 very long days of a lot of readings, a lot of readings. And then from there, we have the entire Grand Midway Hotel to ourselves for an entire weekend.
So can we expect the duo to make an appearance?
Yes, except it is in the middle of nowhere-ish, and the reception is definitely not reliable unless you are literally on like one side of the hotel. If we stay in a few of those rooms, we'll be good. I know which rooms to like sit in, so we stay live. But we will definitely go live. I'm trying to figure out. Stay tuned. It's going to be announced. It's either going to be just us having the place to ourselves, or we will be filming with some reputable individuals in the industry. I'm just waiting for them to give me the finalized yes or not. What does it say? Came across
She said she came across a live video after a hunch to check it out. Dave Giuliano is her friend, and
I love Dave. Dave Giuliano is a very special man. I love him so much. I will be working with him and for him multiple times this year. White Hill Mansion Paracon is pretty much thrown by Dave and everybody else who else is involved. He is like an intrinsic piece to White Hill Mansion Paracon. And then I'm doing a bunch of things with him. I'm going to be performing at the David Stewart Farm in, I don't even know, August. I have way too many events. He's going to have me perform at Ohio State Reformatory August 30th. I will be at Ohio State Reformatory performing a gallery reading from inside Ohio State Reformatory for him. And then 2 weekends before that, we're doing the Gettysburg Campout, where I'll also be doing a gallery reading. We are spending the night at the David Stewart Farm, August 16th.
That sounds
fun.
fun.
Yeah, and then I'm doing another event with him in September, the weekend of September 27th. I'll be doing a gallery reading and investigation with him in the Grand Midway Hotel yet again. I'm going to the Grand Midway a few times this year because that place is really special.
like, when do you rest?
I don't rest. There's no resting. What is resting?
Does not rest.
There's no resting. And
Like,
those are just my events. I do this full time. So every day I'm either doing readings or I'm doing a house party or I'm working an expo or I'm at a Paracon or I'm doing a house clearing or I don't even know. It's endless. It is definitely endless. Or teaching. Teaching too, spirit circles, workshops, all the things.
well, Sarah Flame of Love once, I guess, is going to try and meet up with you guys. She said she's definitely going to be there at Whitehill Paracon, and she's a demonologist like Dave.
Nice. I would love to
Very
meet
cool.
you. Definitely come say hi. We love
Yeah.
Dave. Dave's a great guy.
I feel like if I ever was to put on an event, I would have both of you come and be like, can you do the duo and then also your natural duo selves?
Ah,
Make it
All the
like
things.
double book you guys as the special guests.
aw.
We put on a good show. It's a good natural show. It's easy and effortless.
Well, that's what I love about you both is you're both very authentic and just go with the flow.
Thank you. Shannon, is
Yeah.
your laptop sounds like a vacuum
All
or an
right.
airplane. It's it's extremely loud. I don't know if it's the charger. No? Weird.
It was strange because it was quiet and then the charger went in and then boom.
Yeah, it didn't do that the entire time.
Sarah
Because
wants
it's
to know.
overheating.
Oh
I'm
well,
overheating.
the fan is going overboard. Sarah is asking Bianca if you are an empath and psychic.
So I'm an evidential medium. I'm a psychic medium because if you're a medium, you're a psychic. If you're a psychic, you're technically not just automatically a medium. But I'm a psychic medium. You could definitely say I'm an empath. I am definitely the full package. I hear, see, feel, and experience everything. Way too many things. Um, People in the paranormal field like to call me a human Ouija board because I work like a human Ouija board. If you have no idea what I mean by that, definitely come see me perform or watch me somehow, some way perform. It's really interesting. Um, but I hear, see, feel everything. But I just like to call myself an evidential medium and channel because I allow spirits to speak through me and provide very evidential facts to the people who are watching, observing, or receiving the reading, just so everyone has an understanding and a very in like it's like a factual knowing that we absolutely indeed go on, that there is no end by me talking about extremely graphic details and all sorts of validating things from those spirits, if that makes sense. So it's pretty wild. I just hear, feel, and see way too much. That's what it comes down to.
And
It's
I
a
love
lot.
the fact there's no on off switch.
I try to turn off. I really do. Like, it doesn't always work, but I do open up properly and I do shut down properly. It just doesn't always mean that it's going to be like that. For instance, earlier, that child that decided to come through our speaker system being like, hello, I'm here. Like, that was insane. So, can't always control it. If they really want to talk and show up, they're going to talk and show up.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm gonna have Shannon unmute her mic for a bit because I feel like we've come to the end of the show and I just don't want to end it with her muted out and being like we can't hear her say anything. But I wanted to say thank you both for coming on, and this is something we had talked about for like ironically it was 2 years for Shannon and I and a year for you, Bianca, to talk about having you both on together. And
Has it been a year?
Well, you were on last year, but Shannon was on the year before, so
Okay.
I view it like seasonal year. And so I was like, I felt so excited when we were like, yes, our schedules are in alignment. We can do it. And I felt like I kept my word having both of you on. You both asked to be on at the same time, and we
Yeah.
made it happen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
so,
My fan went away.
Oh, that's good.
It's better now,
is it
darling.
though? I'm kind of wondering now with her laptop as it was going, is it good that the fan died or not good?
It's gonna explode.
No, but to both of you, I wanted to say from in my coming from my heart, thank you for what you guys do in the paranormal field and
Oh,
for doing all that you do and Shannon, I cannot wait for your books to come out. You know I'm going to be getting them.
Thank you, darling. I appreciate that.
And keep doing what you guys do and keep being you because you guys are awesome.
You're awesome.
thank
You're
you.
very awesome. Thank you for having me on your show. It's
Yes.
an honor to be here. I was looking forward to it.
Yes, and transparency. All of us were like in chat going, "Okay, the show's in a couple weeks. Oh my god, we're so excited!" And we just were like, kept like lifting each other up, going, "Oh yes, the show is coming. Yes, we're gonna be there. Yes, yes, we're so excited." So it was like a big
Bye.
build up.
Yes.
And you
I
guys
came
don't
up
disappoint. I love you guys being on. So I look forward to more episodes with you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Yes.
Yeah. And with that, is there anything you guys want to say as we're closing out?
Um, I don't know. Follow me on social media if you'd like. I'm on Instagram, a dream underscore within a scream. You can check out my website, adreamwithinascream.com. Also, Paraflix. If you're interested, it is a paranormal streaming network. You can go on my website and click the link there, and it tells you the code to use. You can get 30% off your first year's subscription. Code QOD30. That's what I have to say.
How about you, Bianca?
I want to thank everyone who watched all of the weird
Oh,
and
I didn't thank
haunting.
anyone.
Thank you for listening to our. I feel like it was a very relaxing, just chill evening, except for the part where I got scared shitless and screamed very loud. So I really apologize to everyone who's experienced that, who has watched it, or who will be rewatching this. I apologize for getting frightened.
I
When
liked it.
that was very interesting. When it comes to finding me, literally just type in Medium Bianca Rose in your Google search bar and I will pop up everywhere on all the social media platforms. Please do not watch my YouTube. It's
Now everyone is going to go watch your YouTube.
I know.
Please do not watch my YouTube. It's not the greatest. I try. Technology is not my friend. I'm doing my best. But you can find my website, mediumbiancarose.com, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, my little sad YouTube channel. And I won the Best of Long Island. I was named the best psychic medium on Long Island for 2025. I was named by the Best of Long Island awards, I guess you could say. And I had the honor of attending that beautiful gala evening the other night with my best friend by my side. So yeah, Google me. Just Google Medium Bianca Rose. Boom, I am everywhere. And follow me and her. This way you could follow our crazy journey of Martha and Betty and all the haunted locations that Martha and Betty show up to, as well as all of my events, galleries, spirit circles, readings, paracons, spiritual retreats. I do have a lot to offer. So inquire, reach out, find me.
Yeah, and congratulations again, Bianca, and congratulations to you, Shannon, on 2 books coming up.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Thank you. All good things.
All good
Yeah.
things, really good things. This year is really, it's an honor. It's always an honor. There's so many good things unfolding. A lot of exciting stuff.
Well
Close
deserved.
doors, open some doors, lots of doors.
Yeah.
Just remember, as Bianca said, don't answer the doors. You don't know who's there.
That's true. The only doors we don't open are the ones that have mystery things behind those doors that you cannot see. So we don't open those doors, if that makes sense. Beautiful golden girls. Thank you.
All right.
I
and
like
with,
you. Beautiful.
yeah, be you. You guys are awesome.
I like that. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you all. And with that, we are going to say good night until we have them on again.
Thank
Good
you.
night, my little darklings, my paranormal fiends, and everything in between. Thank you for spending your night with the Queen of Darkness, a dream within a scream.
God, I
I'm a
love that
poet.
ending. It's like so poetic.
Well,
I need to have her write me one of those.
I can.
All right, everyone. Thank you to the chat room. Thank you to everyone watching. Good night, everyone.
Good night.